Hi everyone, my name is Jamie, and we're excited to be doing some rundowns on the power rankings for ESC. I'm joined by my host. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Scooby. I am actually the arena manager for Wakaiva Springs. I originally started in the Southeast Las Vegas location, and now I'm here being a yapper with the Miss Yappress herself.
The
So
yapping
I'm.
duo. Oh my
I'm
gosh!
just-
No one put both of us in a room together, please. It'll be
no,
nonstop.
you will not walk out of there.
Oh
Trust.
my gosh. If you see us at ESC, feel free to come say hi to us. I'll be at the registration area at most of the time, so you'll be able to find me. Very easy to find, actually, probably in the crowd of all the people there. And Scooby will be running around the arena to get some interviews. So if you don't want to be on camera, avoid him. But if you want to be on camera, don't avoid him. Anyways.
Trust me. It won't be too hard.
Perfect. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get started and go some power ranking. Scooby, have you been doing some research on what teams you've been seeing or going to be seeing at ESC?
Yeah, no, completely. So I think my favorites are gonna be Thunder Dragons. I am actually really excited to see their comp because their past games they've been running on old comp. What I mean by that is everyone knows when it comes to Valorant specifically is that the meta that has been running around is the rundown meta. In their main time of playing, they've been using Neon and Wayland. Like through their past like 3 matches, especially during the playoffs, that's who they've been running as. But now Neon has a nerf, and now I think that might hinder what they're gonna do moving forward because I'm sorry, but they are definitely like super aggro.
So you've done your research and they pull
Yes,
off
ma'am.
a W key only kind of comp, right?
No, legitimately, like their best maps are maps with no mid or either small to mid. Like looking at it, if you look at their player Burger, now all these players are very strategic. They be hiding their accounts, so it's hard to it's hard to find y'all. But
They better turn
they
it
got
on before ESC starts, or that's a rule ban, you know? Guys,
yes.
remember, turn on your accounts off of private before ESC starts.
Please making my job 10 times harder. But yeah, so thank God for VODs, because Burger, this is the main player that I'm taking stats from and taking away from.
Yeah.
That's their Clove, the person who does the smokes for the team,
Mhm.
and their win percentage on Haven is 71%, and their win percentage on Corrode is 74%. Basically, being able to conjure up is that this team loves to play fast and they love to use tight corners of these maps to their advantage. And Haven, I know it's spacious, but compared to the other three-sided map, which is Lotus, it's not that spacious when you actually take a look at it. So I'm very, very I'm excited. I cannot lie to see Thunder just go crazy. Cannot lie.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be thundering, isn't it? Okay.
No.
I'm done. I'm done.
Bro, please.
How do you pick apart this team? Like, what do the other teams have to look for Thunder in defeating them?
So here's what they have to do, because when I was watching they went against Gushers, the way that they were winning rounds was that they were just exploiting how aggressive they are. So if I was a team looking at Thunder and thinking, man, how can we destroy this W key, especially with the nerfs, this is when Sentis like Cypher, Sentis like KJ have to come out, Deadlock especially as well. Like you need these Sentis to take over. Like
Yeah.
that is the key here, so you can stop just a W key.
Yeah, definitely making sure that your defense and putting the CCing, needs to be strong for this team if you're picking apart this team. So, if you're Thunders and you're watching this right now, make sure you come up with different strategies, because we know your game plan. We know what
Yeah, I
you're
was about
gonna
to
do. So
Better learn how to counter.
change it up, or make it even more fast. Maybe the meta will shift to more of like a stop, think about it, don't just press W key. We'll see how it goes. Speaking of XPL Orange County, we also have 2 other teams joining Thunder that is going to be coming from the XP League Orange County. What are they feeding these kids at Orange County? Like, how? Why? And how do I get some of this food too?
Man, I don't. That's just an honest to God, great question. When it comes to these teams, it's just that we're speaking on immortals. You know what I mean? Like we're speaking on ascendants. These are squadrons that when you get to a certain level when it comes to Valorant, at this point, it's not about the gun skill, it's about the game plan. Like, in following the meta. What is the meta? So even doing my research for most of these teams, a lot of them have been trying to follow the meta. I actually, if I can, I want to speak on one team that I think is an underdog within this, but I'm a little bit scared while I was doing my research. But can
who
I?
do you think is the underdog?
I think I have to say MBF Purple. I think they are the underdogs. Yes, I came from that organization. I know
I
one
was
of the
about
players.
to say, biased a bit. Biased.
Of course, of course. Yes, just a little bit. Mainly because, yes, I come from the org, and I do know the kids. Specifically Astro. He was there when I first started at the organization, and it's great to see where he was from. I mean, when I first coached him, he was bronze. Now he's peak ascended 1. I mean, come on, how better of a story is that? So one thing that I would like to see differently from MBF at least is trying to stick with what works for each player. Stats wise, from what I can see, it seems like they're all over the place and they're trying to do different counters. Even when they went against Gushers in the second half, when they switched over, they even tried to do a switch with Luke going to Raze and Zera on Deadlock, because Zera was playing Neon, but again, his best role is Senti. He has a 60% win rate on Senti, and he only had a 50% win rate on Duelist. So I think when it comes to Valorant, you have to stick with what goes correctly for your players. I understand you want to mix things up, but again, just like I said prior, when you get to Ascendant and above, it's now about pulling out the plans. It's not just about getting KD kills, etc. So I'm curious to see if MBF can make a little bit of solid changes so they don't get exploited by some of these teams that already know what they want to do.
You sound like a coach that's trying to coach your past team from afar. Guys, we gotta keep them separate here. We gotta keep Scooby away from MBF Purple, or we're gonna be calling bias out here. But you know, your heart goes out to them. It's okay. It is what it is, you know. We all have a past, and that's everything there. For me personally, though, I want to talk about like my personal kind of like
yeah.
I personally, like, my heart, you know, hearts of hearts, I love Lancaster's team. Like, they are such a cute team. I had the privilege of being able to... No, cute's not the right word, sorry. Cute as in, like, my, you know, kind of thing. I don't know if they'll like being called cute. But the fact that most of them are seniors, and they've been on a team together trying to, like, do something nationals, and that right now they're able to, as, like, seniors, go across the nation to compete as a team to end their senior year together. I'm like tearing up just thinking about it, because when I was interviewing them, like, you could feel the bond that they had with each other. Like, you know, one of the players was like, yeah, I never thought to play competitively until, like, they dragged me in, but now, like, I love these guys. And I'm like, that's what esports is all about for these kids, is making those memories with these teams. And, you know, I hope they do really, really well, you know, fingers crossed. Yeah. But, like, regardless, like, them making it to ESC is already such an amazing feat. And I'm just so proud of that team, and that's my underdog team right there, you know?
I totally understand. I was about to say, that's a beautiful story in itself. I mean, we have a bunch, at this point, we have a bunch of not only stories, but literal beautiful opportunities for these teams to just go in and showcase and show themselves out. So I for sure cannot wait. Good underdog.
But yeah, I wanted to bring in the facts that, like, Snot and Bear actually were on a team for the Valorant team for the past 4 years, and they finally made it. Like, they finally are going to the final. The fact that they're, like, the last qualifying team, because they weren't sure if they were going to make it yet. They qualified through the PR leaderboard, and they were like, please, like, make sure that we did enough to make it, you know, kind of thing. And, like, all their hard work paid off. So that's the team I'm gonna be, like, really keeping my eyes out on. I'm really excited about that one.
If I had to give a mysterious team, because this is a team that I'm kind of curious on how they're gonna play, because there's not too much information about them. But Sentinel, Send no Cougars.
I'll read it out to you, their
Please.
achievements for you. I got
Yeah,
you,
please. 'Cause
okay?
I was about to say, I'm curious.
Yeah, so this team remained undefeated in 2 leagues this fall and winter, winning the VHL Division 1 fall season. And then the ESC qualifiers, they also played, and they also won the Play versus Central US Fall Championship in 2025. So they're qualified for nationals for both Play versus and for ESC, and they're hoping to finish strong and bring home 2 trophies. So these players, so you're doing a lot of VOD review, right? This
Yeah.
team is also putting in the work to do the VOD review. So I think that's their secret sauce, is that they're doing research on their opponents. So according to the coach, they've put, like, the players themselves put in almost over 100 hours just going through like VODs, going through scrims, and going through other matches just to see the game plan and how other people's play. The dedication like that these kids and these players are putting into this game for ESC is insane. Centennial, that's how you pronounce it.
Centennial.
Yeah,
Okay,
Centennial
heard.
High Schools. The Cougars, yeah. My money is on the Cougars.
Okay, I completely agree. Well, completely agree in the sense after hearing that, because my of course, as I already stated, Thunder Dragons are my favorites. They were the ones that beat Gushers for the spring season. So I was already excited for Dragons, but I knew there was something up about the Cougars. I had a feeling. Because you just don't win fall winners and go silent after that. So
Yeah.
ooh, hold on. We got a story here. Let's
Yeah.
go.
So
Okay.
I was looking at the standings, and they
Yeah.
had a few forfeits going on in the season. That's why. So the spring season, they had a few forfeits. I think they were trying to focus on other things at the time, so they weren't at their A game. Because if you think about it, all of their achievements are in the fall season. So fall, something was going on there. Something was cooking. And spring, not sure. Their matches, the reasons that they didn't go into the semifinals or the playoffs is as a like first seed standing is because of those games that they just didn't show up, or had a player didn't show up. But that could be because they're like, oh, we already qualified for ESC, why do we have to keep trying? But maybe that made them rusty. So we'll have to see how they do at ESC. But yeah, some of the other teams that we're really looking forward to talking and like really going about, like we talked about one of the OC teams. The other OC team, Ice Dragon, which is really interesting. We don't really know much about them. They're kind of a mystery. But the one I want to talk about is the OC Kraken Abyss. So several players on the team have hit top 100 Radiant and are aspiring pros. So that's going to be an interesting one. They are like, really highly skilled. And in fact, I think they might even be more higher skilled than the Thunder Dragons. But there's just something about this team that like maybe the teamwork just hasn't clashed together yet, because as you were saying earlier, once you're Ascendant and above, it's all about the teamwork, it's all about the team play, But if OC can pull something out of their bag where it's just like they get these players to go like, I don't know, go on a jungle gym run, I don't know, go do an obstacle, do an escape room together, that team bonding aspect is super important, and they just click that way. I think all the pieces might align for the Ice Dragons, Like, I asked one of the teams, I forgot which team I asked, who are they most scared of? And they said Ice Dragons, not Thunder Dragons, Ice Dragons. And
Ice Dragon.
Why? Did something happen during the season or something that like the 13-1 came out or something? And then the last team I want to talk about, I don't know much about them. It is our TechSef team that qualified through their state championships. And that team is going to be BCTAL. So super interesting. So they went into TechSef as a lower seed team, and they were able to get through the bracket as a lower seed team and win at the very end. So who knows what they pulled out? Like, this is such a wild card. All the TechSef teams are going to be such a wild card for all of our ESC teams, all of them. They're just going to be like, who are these people? And where did they come from? Like, it's going to be interesting to see them interact. It's going to be very, very, truly interesting.
I cannot wait. This is the type of championships that I think it's these moments of knowing, top ranks, and then also knowing even quote unquote the mysterious teams. Like it's that mix up that keeps not only us as the people who are talking and yapping about it, but for the fans and the people at home. I mean, I know for a lot of parents or a lot of people, there's gonna be new things for them just coming to watch. So honestly, it just mixes well, like a good pot. I'm not gonna lie. I can't I personally cannot wait to see it.
Exactly. But yeah, super excited to see all this talent that's going to be showing up at the ESC stage in Orlando in about 2 weeks. It's going to be super exciting to see all these players be able to go head to head and see what they're cooking up. Like, super excited to see what's going to be happening, who's going to win, who's going to take it all, who's going to be the one to like prove that, you know, all their hard blood, sweat, and tears were able to push through and able to claim that, you know, claim the rings, the super cool rings and everything. Anyways, thank you all for joining us for this power ranking kind of look at for ESC. Hope everyone is excited, and just, you know, send your love to all these teams. Like, really message them. I bet you they will love to have the messages of encouragement. You know, like, they are working so hard right now. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just amazing to be able to showcase all these skills of these young, talented players. Anyways, my name is Jamie, and thank you so much for joining me. Scooby, take it out.
Thank you guys for so much. You know what I mean? I'm just glad to be yapping here with Jamie herself, man. Can't wait to see you guys coming soon.
Perfect. Bye, guys.